So he kind of threw Brady under the bus there, which surprised me a little. But Jeff Saturday, it didn't surprise you.
No, listen, B.A. is a straight shooter. He does not back down. I played for him in Indianapolis. It doesn't matter if you're Peyton Manning, you're undrafted rookie free agent Jeff Saturday. He's going to rip you. If you're not doing your job, he's going to call you out. He believes in accountability, responsibility to a football team. And he brought Brady in there to change the culture of the organization. And all the things that we had heard coming in, all the things he's doing, then he shows up on Sunday and doesn't have a good performance. He's not going to just let it slide. And he's one of those guys who makes you own it. And it's therapeutic, though, because once you kind of get in that meeting, everybody feels the same, you kind of move on.
Yeah, Dan Graziano, why do I feel like this sounds awfully familiar? A coach who's going to coach Brady hard just like he might any other player. I thought Tom Brady left New England to get away from that, Dan Graziano.
Yeah, if that's one of the reasons he felt underappreciated in New England, if that's one of the reasons he left, then he might have walked into something worse. I think I've told this story before here, but a couple of years ago I was talking to David Johnson when he was in Arizona, and he said when he got there, the veterans on the team told him, Bruce Arians thinks he has the right play call for whatever the defense is, and if it doesn't work, then it's the players that messed it up. And that always stuck with me, and I think you hear it from him. And Jeff's absolutely right. We live in this era where we hear the coach's news conference, and it's, I got to coach better. He shields players from blame. Arians doesn't do that. He answers your question. And he doesn't know why Tom Brady wasn't as good on Sunday as he was in practice, and that's something they're going to have to figure out this week. So, yeah, to Jeff's point, is it refreshing? Yeah, but if you're Tom Brady and you're looking for more love than Bill Belichick was showing you,
especially when Bill and Cam are having this love fest
right?
up Route 95 here in Foxborough. Meanwhile, though, Greg McElroy, I know you might quibble with the idea that Brady didn't look good, and you put together some tape for us to prove it.
Yeah, well, I think there were some forgettable moments, some moments that he'd love to have back, but he's really not that far off. Let's start with the first interception, all right? This is really just him predetermining where he's going with the football. You see that little RPO action trying to influence the weak side linebacker. He predetermines. The weak side linebacker's not fooled. He tries to throw it up and over the top. It results in an interception. Then, this play really bothered me. You're already on the fringe in field goal range. It's a screen. You got Gronk. They sniffed it out. Sometimes the defense wins. Live to play another day. Throw it in the ground. As a result, he tries to do too much. He's got a case of the Carson Wentz right here and should just throw it at the guy's feet. Instead, makes your field goal kicker 6 yards worse. But this is one thing that I looked at, and there were several different examples throughout the course of the game where he was just the tiniest bit off. Trying to throw the ball deep here. The ball is actually going to drift just slightly inside as he tries to hit Mike Evans down the field. That ball missed 50 yards downfield by about a yard, maybe a yard and a half to the inside. They are this close on a few of those big plays. And frankly, when you look at it, his supporting cast didn't exactly bail him out of difficult situations. I thought the separation by his wide receivers, given their talent level, was subpar. I thought the offensive line, particularly on the edges, was very disappointing. He had to move off the spot multiple times, and I didn't think he was afforded by a great offensive plan. So it was by far a problematic issue with some of the throws and decisions he made, but they're correctable, and they'll be able to clean those up here in the coming weeks.
Very quickly, Jeff Saturday, I know that the offensive line is something that you have significant concern about, and that's not necessarily something they can fix quickly.
No, exactly. And listen, you heard him talk about it. He doesn't look the same. Well, practice is a little bit different. When your tackles are keeping guys 3 yards away from you, you feel a whole lot better about stepping into it. Greg just made a point of him having to move off his spot. That's not something I think is going to change throughout this season. They may get a little bit better, but ultimately this offensive line is not one that you're going to say is going to drop back 40 times and keep him clean, right? His jersey's going to get roughed up a little bit. So in essence, this is what you should expect week in and week out. And can Brady, kind of go ahead of this and overplay or outplay his protection?
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.